Yo guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Kev here, repping for the TKS fam, aka Harris family, your favorite family channel. Guys, it is actually Ash Wednesday. It is, well, we can say Carnival is finished. I know it's gonna still have the little cool down, whatever the case. People might be still liming beach today, whatever the case. But just be mindful, be safe, whatever it is you're doing. All right, and just take it easy out there. All right, so guys, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, you can subscribe right now by clicking that subscription button and clicking the notification bell, so that every time we drop a video, you're gonna see that notification come up and you can join the fam on this beautiful journey that we have. Now, I have some spare time, right? And I say to myself, well, I will share this with you guys because for me, I think it's very key and it is crucial, so that people who hear this, they will have a better understanding of what to expect or what to do basically when it comes to a life with God, as it is. Now, I know not many people may want to hear this, but it is something that needs to be done. As we told you guys in our life, if we're not doing this, it just doesn't make any sense to us in a sense, because the energy that we pass is good energy, it's positive energy, but we also want that you guys know why it's important to have a life with God and what is important for you to do. Now, someone once asked me, right, how do I maintain my walk with God? How am I able to be composed? How am I able to go through life on a daily basis, maintaining it in this way? So I had two responses, and one of them was this, right? Not judging others. And the person was like, you used to judge people? I said, honestly, when I now started and I gave my life to Christ, I wanted to do so much good that I even wanted others to do it. And even though it's a good thing to relate the message of Christ to others and try to lead them in the right way, there's a cross trend in the sense where you get so caught up that you even try to impose it on others. So you have to be careful of what you say, what you do, because it could turn off others and not lead them to Christ, and it could make others see you as judgmental or even a hypocrite, as most people will say. Now, it's all well and good to preach the word of God, because the truth always hurts and not everybody is willing to accept it. But yet still, I was one that will look at people in that way, because I wanted people to embrace what it is I was receiving, not knowing that not most people will be that receptive of that into their life so quickly. Sometimes we expect people to change overnight. That can happen. We expect people to change in the same time that we change, but that would not happen also. So I had to stop, look at people in that way. And the second thing basically was evaluated myself. Now, this was the cream of the crop, because it's good to watch what you're doing outwardly, but you also have to watch what it is you're doing inwardly. And when I started to evaluate myself, I started to see my imperfections, I started to see my mistakes, I started to see my wrongdoings. I started to see so much people that I literally just block off what people was doing or what I see people doing, just for me to not take on what it is others doing and not seeing what it is I doing. So in other words, you're seeing what others doing, but you're not noticing what it is you doing. And when you're doing that, you're bordering on a certain line when it comes to serving God, because if you just continue seeing what others doing, it's like what Jesus said, clean the yampi from your eye, clean the specks from your eye before you could clean from your brother's eye. And there's a reason why I say that, because sometimes when you give your life to Christ, you want to shove the solid food down the person's throat, not knowing that it's required milk. It's like a baby. You can't give a baby solid food when you're supposed to be giving them milk. And if you do that, you could choke them. You could make them it could cost the person's life basically physically speaking, because the person going to realize that, hey, okay, well, you're looking at me in that way, expect me to do certain things. I'm not ready for that. And there are people who are being imposed by Christians or people who serve God today in order to do right when they not really want to do right. No, I'm not giving anybody any excuse to do what is wrong. But key things I just always remember is the length of time I took to come to Christ. The amount of wrong things that I did, and may still be doing wrong things, but you all understand what it is I mean. The amount of wrong things that I would have done, the things that I would have partaken before, and now, because I gave my life to Christ, my expectations of what somebody should do is totally wrong. Don't get me wrong, eh? We are to preach the word of God. It is our desire, as we were talking in one of our lives, it is our desire for our young ones, friends, families, everybody to come to God, but you cannot impose it on them. And it's something that I realize. Now, when it comes to my lifestyle, I get to know and understand my relationship with Him. I don't let what people say to me, or what people say behind my back, or what people think of me or interpret about me, to tarnish my relationship with God. I don't allow that, because I know who I am before God. I know my mistakes, I know my wrongs, I know what I should be doing, I know what I should not be doing. But one thing is for sure, I do not give, clarity to people about what it is they say about me, because I maintain that certain walk, believing that I know my relationship with God. And that is something very key most people need to understand about their life with Christ. You need to understand and value your relationship with Him, and don't let people cross-trend who you are before Christ. So I just decided to share this, right? I hope it really, really impacts your life, and it helps you to understand what is the basic requirements of you keeping a good walk with God. It's not a perfect walk, but it's a walk that basically could keep you in line. It makes you to be more humble about life. It makes you to be more receptive to advice or any teachings that you may get. You're always willing to listen to people. And with regards to your physical life, in the sense of your family, if you're a husband, a wife, you have children, you will know how to give that love, to show that love, to have that understanding, to do things with them, to be there for them, and just expressing the love of Christ in your family. And that is what it's all about, people. So that is just me in a nutshell, because I notice it have people will do certain things to kind of like throw you off, sometimes be judgmental, sometimes say things, and you had to know yourself. You had to know yourself. You had to prioritize yourself. You had to say, hey, this is me, and God knows me. God knows who I am inside. Because there are people who doing things physically for Christ externally, and they are doing it just because they want to be seen, or they just want to be heard, but not spiritually. They don't want to be seen and heard spiritually. They want to be done. They want to do that physically. So just do not cross-trend your walk with God and with you expressing your life to God. As I always tell people, you don't have to be a person like in the limelight. God knows your heart, God knows your mind. God is going to send people to you randomly, and it has happened to me many times. Anybody that know me, I'm telling you honestly, there's a lot of people that come to me just so randomly, and they express themselves, they open up themselves. Why? Because God knows who you are, and He knows that what this person is bringing to you, you are going to do your best to help them. So take these tips with you, and trust me, a life with Jesus it's good, it's blessing, it's great, it's something that, as I say, I will never turn back on. All right, guys, so this is just a video that I wanted to share with you guys, and I hope you will have a blessed day, and be safe and take care. You don't know.